Doesn't she want something good? Like the Abroad Japan book?
Give her the first Abroad Japan. Yeah, give an 8-year-old a book she can't read.
Labubu. You want the Abroad Japan book?
Like Labroad.
Wow.
Hello and welcome to the Abroad Japan podcast. Probably the best way of learning about life in Japan without actually being in Japan. Which I'm not, because I'm here in the UK with Mr. Pete Dawson himself, Japan's most enthusiastic individual.
Yeah. I'm right here. I'm here for you. I'm here for the people. I'm here for you. You're just munching on all the Jaffa cakes in the kitchen. Unbelievable.
Yes, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see a plate that's very empty because the
little
biscuits
pretzels.
and pretzels have been consumed.
These little sort of tiny pretzels, they always remind me of Christmas. They taste like Christmas.
It's like Father Christmas.
Tastes like Father Christmas. Chris, I've had a terrible week.
I've had a great week. Does it cancel it? It kind of cancels it out.
Kind of cancels it out for the universe. My sister's daughter, my niece, if you will, is 8 years old.
Right.
This weekend. And I
Congratulations.
was tasked with buying what can only be described as a Labubu.
Oh, what is that? Somebody brought this up. Is it like a doll or something?
It's
or
a
figure?
little fluffy doll figure
Like
thing.
a Furby?
Yeah, that you hang off your bag. It's like a little sort of accoutrement to your stuff. Kids love it. Teenagers love it. And they are very hard to get hold of. Now, I think that I am a man who, lived through the Beanie Baby craze of the 90s.
Yeah,
I'm a man who
yeah.
remembers little vinyl figurines that used to buy in skate shops for 20 quid. I remember all of these cool things that people used to buy as status symbols and thought they'd have some kind of inert value and could be sold on later in life. But obviously,
if you bought your fucking Pokemon cards in the 90s,
Pokemon cards seems to be one of those things that Game Freak can just manage to make loads of money on. I don't know why that's endured. Maybe just the characters of like that one that looks like a bin, the one that looks like some keys. Like just the enduring nature of Pokemon means that the pocket monsters will never go out of fashion. But Labubu is the new basically mystery box item. You open a box. You don't know what's in it, and you get a little Labubu, little fucking creature, a little fluffy creature. And they're like 30 quid a pop. And they sell them in 2 shops in the entirety of London, in Chinatown and on Oxford Street.
Is it, where are they from?
I think they're Korean. I think they're Korean. If they're not, apologies. I could probably Google Labubu.
Soft power.
They are from... Oh, they're Hong Kong. Hong Kong. They're
Ah.
from. It is a monster with sharp teeth, large ears, and a scruffy appearance. Like me.
Sounds like my uncle.
Like me, yeah.
Uncle Pete.
And so they've, so they started putting these out for quite a while. So Pop Mart is the shops. So I went in last week and I went to the Pop Mart. I went, those Labubus behind the... is that a Labubu behind you?
Why is it called that?
I don't know. It sounds so childish.
Furby.
Labubu.
Furby was like made sense. It was like a furry.
Labubu.
Furby. What does Furby mean?
Yes, it's exactly that kind of
A
vibe.
furry bird.
Yeah.
There you go. A furry
We're
bird.
talking about your furry bird.
A Labubu. What's the meaning behind it?
So
it's Pokemon Pocket Monsters.
It's a monster. Well, it's a monster.
Digimon,
It's a
digital
Nordic.
monsters.
It's a Nordic folklore Labubu monster. It's a little monster. And so I go, is that a load of Labubus behind you? And she said, yes, it is. I went, can I buy one? She said, no, you can't. Because you have to win a raffle for the opportunity to buy a fucking Labubu. And I felt...
So you stole it? You just took it and ran?
Even though I'd heard of Labubus an hour before, never heard them before, went out to buy Labubu, was told in no uncertain terms that I couldn't have a Labubu, and now it's all I can think about. And I feel like
So
a million years
right?
old.
You just grabbed it and ran.
A million. I felt like a million years old because the lady, the young lass behind the counter was like, "It's just a Labubu, but you can't have it because you've not won the raffle." I was like, I didn't know anything about this raffle.
Fuck your raffle.
I don't know what any of this
Do
is.
you know who I am? I'm 1/5 of football ramble.
So I went.
Give me my Labubu.
There's only ever 4 on the show, so I think I'm 1/7. Anyway, so I look on the Labubu Reddit. And I was like, they've got to know what they're talking about. And a couple of people were talking about the shop that's behind Selfridges, and over the road from a restaurant. There's a little tucked away
This is
sort of
such
shop.
first world problems.
Yeah. And so I'm going there. And I walk past and I'm like, oh, they've got Labubus. I'm going in and get a Labubu. And I went in. I went, what's this Labubu thing all about then, buddy? And it's like a skate shop. It looked like professional. Skate shop, shoes, skateboards, other vinyl figurines from different schemes and stuff.
Well, so like a secret backroom behind like a bookshelf.
It wasn't. You want the good Labubus. Well,
What are you buying?
They had like a proper like resin sign, so it didn't look like a fly-by-night. Everything must go kind of like back of the lorry job. I went in. Just said, "What's this Labubu thing?" He said, "Well, some of them have their mouths open, some of them have their eyes open, but you don't know what you're going to get until you open the packet." And I was like, "Okay, all right, give us one of these Labubu." I went for the more premium version for 45, 50 quid, and because I love my niece.
Like.
And
how's it spelled?
Exactly as you'd imagine. Labubu.
Okay, I typed L-A and the whole thing came up on Google.
Labubu.
Oh, okay, so it's like a bunny rabbit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I buy this Labubu, and then as soon as I get outside, I'm like, this box looks a bit ratty. And then I looked on, and then I went. So the Reddit people who should know what Labubus are, saying they could get them from this shop, and then I went on the Google review of this store. This sort of it looked a bit. The more I looked at it, the more pop-uppy it looked, and yeah, they were complaining that they were fake Labubus. They didn't have the QR code or whatever inside. I was like, oh
fake
God!
Labubu.
I bought my niece a fake Labubu.
Did you go back to the shop and go?
No, because I have no self-respect, or a lot of self-respect. I'm not really sure.
We'll
which
go
one.
there after the podcast together.
Absolutely, tell them off.
We'll shout.
Labubu.
We'll film it. We'll put it on the
Fucking
podcast.
Labubus.
Don't you've ruined her birthday.
Labubu ruining everything.
Oh,
Rubbish. Absolute
stupid.
rubbish. Yeah. So yes, it's not ideal. So I just feel like a million years old, and I feel like I've been taken advantage of, and I feel like I've just let everyone down. Really,
You have.
anyways.
You
Yeah.
have.
I have.
Doesn't she want something good? Like the Abroad Japan book?
Give her the first abroad. Yeah, give an 8-year-old a book she can't read. Yeah, great.
You want the Abroad Japan book?
Like LeBroad Broad. Little LeBroad.
Yeah,
Can somebody
get
do a
something
little
good.
AI picture of Chris Broad as a Labubu, please?
Yeah, like a Buzz Lightyear toy or whatever is popular these days.
Buzz Lightyear. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing. Like, remember, like things would
Yeah,
be
Buzz Lightyear toy.
really successful and really popular for like 3 months, and they just disappear and become ubiquitous. But
yeah, when I was a kid, there was Buzz Lightyear, Pokemon, Tamagotchis, and yo-yos.
But it is that kind of thing where you sort of go, we should be above this. We should have moved up past this, but we haven't. We haven't.
It
Terrible.
gets worse and worse.
Yeah,
It really does.
Labubu. so any tips? Let us know.
I'm glad I've never come across one in the wild.
Nightmare.
We got a story this week from Labubu from Toronto, Bram and Lisa from Toronto.
Bram and Lisa. Bram.
Hello, Chris and Pete. This past March, my wife and I travelled to Japan for our honeymoon. It was my 6th time visiting the country, but only the 2nd for my wife. Since I'd already explored many of the unusual spots, we decided to break from tradition and spend most of our time in Kyushu, an area neither of us had ever visited before. One of the highlights of the trip was exploring the hot spring city of Beppu. While we were there, we set out to visit as many of the Jigoku hell springs as we could in a single day. Things started off great. We began at Umi Jigoku, where we were greeted by its striking, boiling blue waters. So this is to be clear, like, Beppu, the biggest hot spring town in Japan, and they got these big pools of hot springs, and they're very, like, vibrant colours because the minerals in them, right? So, like, cobalt blue and whatnot, and they're smouldering, and if you fall in it, you'll be roasted in about 5 seconds. So it's kind of like ominous going down. The steam coming off them is insane and very sulphuric. My wife went into photo mode while I spotted a small Shinto shrine tucked off to the side of the spring. Curious, I wandered over to the shrine while she was still taking photos at the purification fountain. I picked up the ladle, rinsed my hands, and following tradition, brought some water to my mouth to rinse. And that's when my wife caught up to me and exclaimed, "Oh, why did you do that?" Confused, I spat out the water and asked, "What do you mean?" She pointed at the fountain and said, "Well, why did you put that in your mouth? The whole thing is covered in mould." A sinking feeling hit me. I looked down and sure enough, just beneath the surface, the entire fountain was coated in green mould. In my gung-ho attempt to follow tradition, I hadn't even noticed. Surely a little mould couldn't ruin the trip, right? Oh, how wrong I was. A few days later, my throat started to itch. Then came the coughing, the wheezing, and the loss of my voice. My wife was super concerned, but I didn't want to spoil our honeymoon. Thankfully, I had packed my aspirin inhaler and enough Tylenol to power through. We made it through the rest of the trip without any more major incidents. I brought home the world's worst souvenir, a nasty cough. Once back in Toronto, I saw my doctor and was diagnosed with a special type of virus
Adenovirus.
Adenovirus. A round of antibiotics later, I was on the mend. Lesson learned, always check the cleanliness of purification fountains for doing anything. All the best, Bram and Lisa.
Yeah.
Ironic, they tried to purify their soul and infected themselves.
Themselves with a green mold.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
disgusting. I mean, if it's a hot spring, it might not have been mold though. Maybe it was minerals that built up.
Right. Well, it sounds. I mean,
But it does sound quite
I mean,
mouldy.
yeah. I mean, I guess no one's gonna criticize you for not putting something in your mouth. That's what I'm saying. Just look after yourselves, all right? But maybe it didn't even come from the. I always sort of think with stuff like that, it's sort of going, well, this is kind of road tested. Everyone's done this, so surely they must. It must be absolutely fine. Or this, this village wouldn't have been a village because everyone would be dead. They'd have adenovirus because back in the day didn't have antibiotics.
I mean, I don't. I want to go and find this place. This is the Umi Jigoku.
Yeah.
The sea Jigoku. The blue one. I'll check it out. I'll have a bit of Beppo. I'll be there soon, I'm sure. We'll go down. But be careful, if you put that water in your mouth, make sure you look at the water.
Look at the water before you drink the water.
It's usually just tap water.
Right. Is it? Right.
Chlorinated water.
I see. There's
But
so what do
sometimes
you,
it's not.
So you put them in your mouth and just swill it around and then spit it.
Yeah, I don't tend to do it really. I do
Yeah.
wash my hands though,
Yeah, wash your
purify
hands. That's fine.
All part of the fun.
Yeah.
But what's not part of the fun
well, ugh.
is what's going on at McDonald's this week.
Wash your hands before any McDonald's.
It's funny you should bring up the Labubu bollocks, this collectible nonsense,
Mm.
because McDonald's has had its very own incident.
A Labubu Boo.
McDonald's, right? So McDonald's did this promotion where with every Happy Meal you get like a Pokémon toy, and I think Charlotte did it. And then McDonald's got the Happy Meal,
Yeah.
she got a toy. A lot of people are doing this, and
Putting them on the internet.
and it went wrong.
Yeah.
What went wrong, Pete?
Selling. Well, I mean,
Story of the week.
So they had trouble with an earlier month Pokemon giveaway. The McDonald's giveaway of limited edition Pokemon cards with its Happy Set meals led to long queues and bulk buying. People would go in, buy a meal, get themselves the Pokemon card, keep the Pokemon card, throw all of the meals on the floor, throw the food on the floor.
I was in a McDonald's in Yamagata where Charlotte bought her Happy Meal and Pokemon
Right.
card, and it was like the queue was disturbingly long.
Yeah.
It was like really long.
Wow.
I'm the best writer in the business.
But isn't that weird that like you sort of think that's really somebody who, I'm not saying Charlotte, but like collectors who who spend millions of pounds on Pokemon cards. That Pokemon can do a McDonald's promotion, which is just a disposable bit of card. They put it in a Taiwan bloody factory and put it in a plastic
How dare
sheath
you?
and then give it out.
It's a Pokemon
And then they
card.
can just create money out of nothing. You know what I mean? And create excitement out of nothing.
I wish.
Nobody will eat the food though.
Why the fuck didn't I think up Pokemon?
I know.
Such a license to print money.
I know.
It's
I
well
say.
out of hand.
Well, they're pretty upset about all of this food getting dumped on the street. The giveaway is planned to last for 3 days, but many outlets ran out of the Pokemon cards on the first. Now there's not going to be a collaboration with the popular pirate-themed manga title One Piece. So Pokemon was so
Oh.
popular, One Piece has fallen foul of the McDonald's
And
quandary.
this is solely because of the wastage of the food, right?
Yeah, because people just
It
were
makes
just buying the
sense, I
card. They didn't
suppose.
want the food, so they were just throwing out the
If
food.
the card's going to be, valuable, you can't blame people for going in, buying loads of food, chuck it in the bin,
Yeah.
getting the card.
Could you not just sort of go, I'll give you the money for the Happy Meal, keep the Happy Meal, give it the homeless, or whatever, and I'll take the card. Just give me the card and just keep
That sounds like
the food.
Mr. Beast sort of strategy. You could be the next Mr. Beast.
But it's that exact kind of idea. It's that kind of. It's a child's idea of what rich people do, isn't it? I've got a fucking One Piece
That could have been you.
card. Yeah,
What's
could have
stopping
been
you
me.
from doing it now?
What's stopping me from doing it now? Who wants to buy this very valuable Pete Donaldson wrestling figurine?
I want to burn it.
He's
I want to buy it and burn it.
what burns? It's made of resin. He's got movable heads. He's got little glasses.
I will find a
and-
fire hot enough to burn your resin statue.
He's a lovely little fella. But yeah, I never. It's very hard to predict what's going to be absolute bangers and what aren't going to be absolute bangers, eh? In this kind of world. You got your little gachapon outside the Lost Bar, haven't you?
We do, yeah. I used it for the first time last month.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I won some free sake.
Oh right, okay.
I
Oh,
put
what,
in-
so you get
I
a
put in
little
500
voucher.
yen and I got like you get little vouchers or whatever, or stickers, Born Japan merch. Pretty cool, actually. And
Natsuki's old ciggies, tab ends.
half a pack of finished up Marlboro cigarette butts. And I won like some sake.
Ah,
I got like some, it would have been like 1,000 yen or something. I got it for 500 yen.
I dare say you know a guy who could get you some free sake in Lost Bar. What do you reckon?
I mean, I think I can drink at Lost Bar for free, generally.
Right. What could you get? What's the worst thing you get away
But
with
it's
doing?
still, I still felt like, wow, I've won things.
I've won things,
And
yeah.
I cashed it in. I drank the sake.
Oh, good
Then
man.
then I didn't stop for
Then I
8
did
hours. And they made
Give me more. I'm not paying for this
didn't
one.
end well. Oh, it was awful. Do you see the stream I did with American Pete?
I saw that before he pulled it
he
down
pulled
because
it
you're
down.
naughty.
He pulled it
Because
down.
you're two naughty boys. Naughty drunken
Probably for the
boys.
best.
Dance on the tables. Could you get away with running in and dancing on the tables?
Well, yeah.
Because it would be a thing, wouldn't it? People would be like,
It would be
Chris,
a thing,
Chris
yeah.
is in and he's dancing on the tables. But people do have to drink on
It
those.
sounds like a sort of Dickensian Christmas carol. Fucking
Little
dancing
no,
on the table.
Who's Can't Fight the Moonlight? What is it? There's one in Fukuoka inexplicably.
Can't Fight the Moonlight. That film.
That film. What was that film where the women dance on the bar? There's one in. I went to one in Nashville and it was a lot of fun, just full of hen and stag doos. But there's one in Fukuoka inexplicably. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, it's called Coyote
Coyote
Ugly.
Ugly.
Oh, such a shit film.
There we go.
The soundtrack was the bit that
Yeah.
elevated it, right?
Give at the moonlight. Oh,
Good
Chris is
song.
on the tables.
But it wouldn't be Coyote Ugly. It was me
No,
dancing.
be Chrissy.
Coyote Atrocity. It was me dancing at Lost Bar.
You sound like more like Natsuki every week. Coyote Atrocity.
But there you go. No One Piece promotion. No
No,
McDonald's promotion.
no
Shut up and eat your
Labubus.
McDonald's.
Eat
No
your
Pokemon
McDonald's.
for you.
Just draw a little face on a chicken McNugget.
It's
Pretend
crazy
that's free. Look at this little character I got. He's a chicken McNugget.
it's crazy things got so out of hand and so much food was wasted that they pulled the whole next promotion.
Yeah,
Probably.
as they bloody should.
Yeah, they should.
As they bloody should.
Bloody out of hand. We'll be back in a moment, guys. Your stories, comments, and questions over in the fax machine.
Wow.
And we're back with the fax machine from the 80s. What's
Ooh.
going on this week, Mr. Donaldson? Fill
From
us
the
in.
80s. Dear Crafty Chris and Persevering Pete, what is one thing, I haven't got a name for this one, what is one thing that's totally normal in English culture that Japanese people find absolutely bizarre / horrendous / crazy? I can only think of one, nudist beaches.
Nudist beaches. Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's just a beach where you walk around and nod.
I
Not that
really-
we have many here, I don't think.
I suck at like thinking this stuff up spontaneously.
Yeah.
The concept of bluntness. I don't know.
Right.
Sarcasm. Sarcasm doesn't
Yeah,
really.
sarcasm's a big one,
You
yeah.
can't really do
Mm.
sarcasm
Yeah.
in Japan. Just gets
Visible,
weird. and
visible
awkward.
displays of affection.
Yeah, there you go. Nudist beaches, affection, and sarcasm.
Kissing people in the street, it's just not done out there.
Otis says, hello, Chris and Pete. I'm going to Japan for the first time in my life in September. I applied to Hokkaido University thinking it would turn into nothing, but I actually got accepted. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Do you have any tips or suggestions for a 19-year-old European who's never been to Japan, especially for settling long-term, 4.5 years?
Wow.
And what should I look out for as a student? I love listening to the podcast. One time I was food delivery cycling and ramped up my pace in fear of a group of hornets following me. It turns out Chris was just talking about Japanese wasps and used a long sample.
Oh.
I couldn't stop laughing. What the hell? Best regards, Otis. Well, congratulations, Otis. That's really good. news.
I mean, both that our sound design is absolutely tip top, that you thought you'd been chased by hornets, but also 4.5 years. What a great little. I think that's.
man, yeah.
You'd probably say that's enough. You sort of go, you know what? That's a good chunk. That's a good chunk of time, innit? In a place. 4.5 years. Wow.
Depends what you.
I needed 4 in Leicester.
Oh, God, you're poor. Depends what. If you sink your teeth into Japan, really.
Yeah, that's
Like
another
a
thing.
rabid dog of culture.
It's not a great example. You really bite Japan. If you bite Japan,
I'm rabid for culture.
rabid for
That
culture.
sounds like another one of your podcasts. I'm rabid for culture with Pete Dawson. I love Serbia. Blah blah blah. If you get stuck into it, and most people they come to Japan, they do a thing, then they go away. If you fall in love with a Japanese woman, if you master the Japanese language, if you there was such less enthusiasm there.
Less
There's
hiragana.
nothing.
Ooh.
If you learn it, stay.
If you learn it, stay. But if you love it, let it go, as they say.
Oh, I look
I love
back on
Chris is at the end of a show that he is tired. He's tired and he's confused.
I think
This is going to go
I'm
to
at my
shit
best.
in 3, 2,
I'm
1.
the best at the end of the show.
Get yourself a
I'm
Jaffa cake.
Get yourself a Jaffa.
Have another Jaffa
talking
cake.
to Otis, not me. Go on, you
Otis,
read out the next one.
Otis,
then.
bring your Jaffa
Best of
cake
luck
for
to you,
crying
though,
out loud.
Otis.
Best of luck, Otis. for
Please
crying out
do
loud.
learn the language, though. Try and make those Japanese friends. Like, my best memories, 12 years in Japan, are just hanging out with Japanese friends on a weekend in the middle of nowhere in Yamagata. And most foreigners don't get that because they live in a bubble in Tokyo. They're only friends with other foreigners. They don't learn Japanese. And they might as well just come to Japan on a big long holiday rather than actually live there.
And get the TK Maxx and buy yourself a cheap coat. Hayden has got in touch. Hello, Courageous Chris and Punctual Pete. I'm Hayden, a welder from North Carolina, USA. I do love good welding. Chris, I have been following your journey ever since you had a hot dog host one of your first videos. I've been hooked. I don't remember.
That was a good video, that.
I've been hooked on the podcast since episode 1. I'll finally be traveling to Japan in a few weeks, and the trip happens to line up with something of a personal ritual of mine. A haircut. I've seen the videos of barbershop/salons providing a full luxury experience, anything from washing to full scalp exams to even head and neck massages. My question for both of you is, have you experienced this luxury experience? If so, what was your thoughts on luxury experiences like these? And would you recommend this experience to travellers? I also plan to stop by Lost and check out the bar. I want to go and support Natsuki's salon to get my haircut there, but I can't remember which video mentioned where it's located. Thank you. Best wishes for the East Coast, and please don't stop making content, Hayden. Maybe Natsuki will,
I mean, Natsuki doesn't mind if people go to his salon as long as you book in advance.
Yeah. There was one problem, man, he didn't care for, but other than that, don't turn up pissed.
Some bloke from Hawaii turned up really drunk,
and
sort of terrorised Natsuki in front of his customers, and I think Natsuki had to call the police,
really?
And it got really out of hand.
Right.
And he turned up to Natsuki's salon, holding a beer, and he was like, "This is for you, yeah, let's go,"
Good
just drinking,
God.
and Natsuki's like, trying to
I'm all right,
cut
thanks.
someone's hair or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like awful.
It's something when Natsuki's the most professional
Yeah,
one.
it's bad when Natsuki won't join you in a drinking session. So do go to Natsuki's salon, just book in advance.
Yes.
And show common courtesy.
Yeah. Not hard, is it?
Barbershops in Japan are good. There's like a thing online at the moment on TikTok or whatever where it's like getting your hair cut in Japan, and
Right.
people love it and they watch it and they're amazed. I don't know what happens in other countries.
What did they do that's so special in Japan?
They cut your hair, they'll trim your nose and trim bits and pieces.
Did they do the waxing?
No,
I've started doing my own waxing in the ears and the nose.
But they'll give you like a back rub,
Lovely.
a massage.
You get that in Turkish barbers. They do your ears. They do
not a
your
unique
flame in your ears.
thing. It's weird. Yeah, it's like what happens in America. They get a chainsaw or something and chop you up.
But it's that Turkish influence, isn't it? Where you just there's just a lot of man-on-man hand action, isn't there? Turkish salad, it's a lot of getting the flame in, get the petrol on the fucking thing in your ears. Amazing.
Hairdressers in Japan are good though, I will say.
Yeah.
I've only ever had good experiences, and
Right.
it's lovely when you get the end of your hair cut and then they start massaging you.
Sorry? What's that what?
They start massaging.
It's not allowed on TikTok. It's not on the T's and T's.
Give a nice massage, back
Yep.
rub, and a head spa. They call it like a head spa.
Right. It's a massage on the head.
Yeah.
I love a hot
tip a
towel.
spa over your head. Natsuki's got this device that he's recently modernised his salon.
Oh, God.
Because unfortunately, he's getting older and he wants to do less.
Right.
So he's got these devices that are automated.
Oh.
Like Dr. Doolittle's fucking workshop or something. And he's got this thing
Robo
that
Natsuki.
can only be described as being waterboarded.
Right.
He laid me back and then he just put this water fountain over my face and hits go. And it's just water just drops all over my face. And I'm like,
Right. You told him all your secrets.
and he's like, relax. Relax, kudasai. And I'm like,
Fucking Abu Ghraib.
it's weird, man. So be
Lord.
careful if you like.
Be
to
careful. Stay away from
experience
Natsuki. Yeah, don't go to Natsuki.
that. You want the
Sounds
Guantanamo
awful.
Bay experience? Go to Natsuki's salon. It's a
smashing.
great salon, great stuff.
Yeah.
Keep the stories, questions, comments coming in to rebornjapanpodcast@gmail.com. We'll be back later in the week, guys, to do it all over again. But for now, have yourself a great few days. Get a haircut, and we'll see you on the other side, right back here on the Reborn Japan podcast. Bye for now.
Oh, left me hanging.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Arigato. Because I mess.